friends. Saturday morning. I'm just hopping on a couple minutes before here. We got a feel good Saturday coming. We're gonna do some squats and we're gonna feel good during squats. But just for the couple minutes before 10 o'clock, if you guys have any questions, feel free, ask away. If you guys have a morning routine, I would love to know. Feeling good is super important. So that's what we want to do. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my morning, and then we're going to get going. It might be a 20-minute thing, 25-minute thing today. And then you can go on with the rest of your day. Super easy. Okay. Couple minutes. I made some cookies yesterday and I totally had a cookie with my coffee this morning. That was my breakfast. Did a mover mini. Feeling good. My body's feeling good. Couple more minutes, you guys, and then we're gonna start. If you are joining today, everything can be body weight, but if you want, grab a lighter weight. I got a can of soup, box of soup. That's my lighter weight, and then I got a heavier kettlebell. Everything can be done body weight though, so don't worry about it if you don't have anything nearby. You don't need anything if you don't want it. All right, 10 o'clock, I think, pretty soon. We're gonna get moving, and anybody has questions, pop them in there, and then we'll get going. Any morning routines out there? Any morning routines? Let's hear them before we get going. I think we have a couple more minutes. I don't really know what time it is. Oh, Katie and Josie. All right. I added a playlist there. You can obviously listen to whatever you want, but it's like a groovy, chill playlist. Feel good Saturday morning. Katie and Josie, do you guys have a morning routine? Any morning routines? No one has a morning routine. No one wants to share. Yes! Oh my god. Can't wait to cuddle Cooper. Okay, let's get going. Why not? Feel good Saturday. My goal for you is obviously to feel better than what you're feeling like right now. And we're gonna feel good squatting. Okay, that is my goal. That's our movement pattern that we're gonna work on today. Feel good squatting, feel good Saturday, feel better than what you do right now. Okay, so to know that you feel good, better than how you are feeling right now, is to test and retest. Super important. You can do this by yourself anytime you start a workout, before and after. Test, retest. That way you know your body's feeling better, moving better, all that fun stuff. Okay. First test, you're going to point your right finger, pointer finger on your right hand. Point it. You're going to reach up for the sky. We have 3 reps. You're going to reach down for your left hip and back up to the sky. Left hip to the sky. Anybody just dance with me? I wish I could see you guys. Did a little disco to start off. Okay, do you have a smile on your face? Maybe, I don't know. For real, your test is a squat, number 1. We're going to retest this, so make sure you can mimic how your feet are placed after we open up your joints and your body, okay? So for me, I have to point my toes out just slightly because I have tighter hips, and then all you want to do is sit your bum below your knees and then come back up. So what I'm noticing right now is a lot through the front of my hip flexors and quads. So sitting down and standing all the way up. Let's do one more. Still in the front of my quads, pretty pinchy through there, and stand all the way up. That is your first test. Second test is knee grab. So we're gonna lay on your back. Left leg is long. You're gonna hug your right knee up into your chest and see how that feels. Even if you can get your knee pretty far towards your chest, does it feel pinchy through your hip flexors? My answer is yes on my right side. Left side is better, but still pinchy, okay? You can do one more per side if you want to. This is just your test, pre-mobilization. So before we open up, one more on the other side. Oh yeah, pinchy through the hip flexors. All right, so hopefully you noticed what you're feeling, where you're feeling it for those 2 exercises. Maybe I got a smile on your face when you're doing a little dance, I don't know. First opener, 3-way hip opener. We're gonna come down to your left knee, right foot is out in front. We're gonna think about stacking, so if you're a column, your body's like a column, stack your head over your neck, your shoulder area over your ribs, and then your ribs down to your hip and your knees. So everything is a column from your left side, your head, left shoulder, left hip, over your knee. We're gonna tuck your tailbone slightly. That right foot can be a little bit in front of your right knee, and then you're just shifting forward if you want to, because my left knee is down. You can reach your left hand up and over, and we're breathing. If you're holding your breath, nothing's gonna happen. There's no benefit for you if you're holding your breath. So big inhale, big exhale. That left hand can come down. Anybody get these flyaways that just like happen by themselves? I can feel it tickling my arm. Hand comes down. Right leg goes out 45 degrees. Now we're shifting out a little bit more to the side, to the right side. You're still tucking your tailbone though. So as soon as you dump into your low back, you're not gonna get that opening through the front of your leg. And then we're going out 90 degrees. If you want to, you just slightly press your right knee backwards. You do not have to do that if you don't want to. We're still pushing your hips forward with that tuck of your tailbone, but we're shifting to the right. So you either feel a lot through your hips, maybe you have a little bit of ankle tightness, so hopefully this is getting a stretch through your ankle as well, getting a little bit more ankle flexion. All right, other side, right knee down, left foot is out in front, a little bit in front of your left knee. That way when you shift forward, you have a little bit more space to shift forward. Remember that tuck of your tailbone, because my right knee is down. Right hand up and over, and we're breathing. Your body is gonna go into that fight response if you can't breathe and can't allow your whole torso to expand and deflate with your breath. We really want that breath to creep back into your system. It's usually shortened when we have a little bit more anxiety or you're stressed. People who work at desks, they usually only breathe in one half of their torso just because they're sitting all day. So breathe all the way up from your pelvis to your shoulders. Oh, my box of soup is in the way, but we're gonna go left foot out to 45 degrees. Keep pressing your hips forward, and we're sliding to the left this time. This does feel like it's taking a little bit of time to open up the hips, but we have 3 different ranges of motion here. One of them might feel a little bit better than the other, and every one of you and me are gonna be different on what we're feeling. So if you did feel a lot of pinchy through the hip flexors in the front of your hips, hopefully when we retest the second time, you'll feel better and you won't feel that, or maybe you'll feel it just a little bit less. I went out to 90 degrees. Don't know if I said that. Again, press that left knee back just slightly if you need it. Again, you might feel a lot through your hips, or maybe you have a little bit more ankle stiffness, so you're getting some flexion and some mobility through your ankles as well. Okay, we're gonna stay on that right knee, kick your left foot out straight. Toes are pointing forward. Hands come forward a little bit, and then you're rocking your bum back. So if you don't feel too much with your hands out in front, you can maybe go more towards that left foot and rock your bum backwards. So our mobility section will be a little bit longer than normal because I want you to feel good. That is the goal today, Saturday morning, feel good. Awesome, let's switch our knees. And again, you can try with your hands out in front, pull back. If you don't feel too much there, just move your hands around until you can feel something nice through that leg that's kicked straight out. The full foot, so the whole bottom of your foot is on the ground as well. Woo, that sun is hot. All right, we have one more opener. We're gonna alternate. I will show you, and then we're gonna go for 5 rounds. We're alternating down dog. So find your hands a little bit wider than your shoulders. We're gonna kick those hips up to the sky. Maybe you take a little knee bend for the first one. And we're gonna inhale, pull yourself forward, drop your pelvis down towards the ground. You can take a shoulder check on each side. Bend your knees if you need to, or just pop your hips back up to the sky. When you're ready, we're gonna alternate a down dog, up dog. Pull yourself forward, world's greatest stretch. The right foot outside of your right hand. Plant that left hand down. Reach up to the sky with your right fingertips. Staying nice and active through your legs. And then when you're ready, right hand comes down. Before you switch sides, you can drop the left knee. Pull your hips back. So some people might be up here if you have really tight hamstrings. Try your best to point your toes towards your face. Don't hyperextend, so don't let your kneecap go down towards the ground. Just have a little tiny micro bend. You can also take that twist open towards the leg again if you need it. If you're a runner, you'll probably feel tons through that outside of your leg. As you come forward, right toes go back. We're gonna do that same thing on the left. So first one is a world's greatest stretch. Left fingertips up towards the sky. Big breath, don't hold your breath. Hand comes down, right knee goes down, send your hips back. So just doing this to the best of your ability. If you have really tight posterior chain, hammies, hips, this won't feel very great, but hopefully after you feel great. Okay, that was one round. We're gonna do 5. So down dog. Breathe, get your tailbone as high as you can. Pull yourself forward, waving through that spine. Shoulder check in your up dog. Each side. Come through center, send your hips back up. Right side, world's greatest stretch. Big breath. Hand comes down, left knee comes down, send your bum back. You can open up towards that right leg again. Woo. Come forward. Left side, world's greatest. Right knee goes down, bum goes back. We're breathing. That's number 2. You have 3 more. Take this as slow as you need to, especially if you're pretty tight through your hips. Remember, our goal is to feel good today, but our movement pattern that we're hoping to feel better in is a squat, because that is what we tested. So hip flexion, tested that squat, and your knee grabs. Oh, tight. So just move slow, getting space, getting mobility through your hips, your T-spine. If anyone has questions, you can pop them in there. That is 3. You guys have 2 more. Keep moving. If you have any questions, I know we're moving right now, but just pop them in. I'm gonna do 1 more here. You guys had 2 more there before I stopped. I don't know if I'm on the same pace as you now. Keep breathing. If you guys are biking a little bit more, hiking a little bit more, running a little bit more than normal, hopefully you're feeling that opening through your hips. Those joints that are being used in a little bit different way right now than normal. Maybe this is the new normal, I don't know. Okay. Hopefully I'm at the same pace as you guys. If you did 5 or 4, whatever, let's stand on up. We gotta retest. We gotta make sure we are moving better. So the first one is your squat. So for me, I had to start with a little bit more outward rotation, external rotation of the hips. Toes are pointing out. Sitting down, standing all the way up. Feels way more fluid than the first time. Let's do 3 if you're with me. Feels way better. That right hip feels way better. Our second test was the knee grabs. All right, so we're gonna pull our knee, hug our right knee into our chest, and alternate. Let's do 2 per side. Oh yeah, feels better. Hopefully you guys are feeling the same. You got a little rotation through your T-spine. We opened up those hips pretty dang good. Okay, what we're gonna do, we can open all we want, but we also have to move in this new space that our body has created. So we have to stabilize now. So I have a work set for you, 3 rounds. So Feel Good Saturday, low impact. We're moving slow, we're moving good. Okay, 3 exercises. This is where you're gonna need your weights. If you want them, you can do body weight whenever you need as well though. First exercise, I'm gonna change this around here. Forearm plank, okay? 30 seconds. I gotta bring this here so I have my timer. All right, 30 seconds. We're gonna find our elbows right underneath our shoulders. You're gonna create tension, so pull your elbows towards your knees and then keep that tension, kick your legs back. Your feet are together. So you wanna think about zipping up through your torso, but a way to think about that is zipping up through your feet all the way up to your nose. So it's like you're doing up a zipper. Get a lot of tension, and again, we're not holding our breath. We are breathing nice and big behind our belly button, and we're squeezing those quads and ankles together. You guys, we have 5 seconds, that's it. We're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good, we're gonna come on up. This is where you're gonna need your light weight. If you have a weight, you can do it body weight though. I got my box of soup. Right knee down, so we're gonna find the same half kneeling position that you did in your stretches. Because our right knee is down, we're going into 10 wood chops per side. Right hip, right knee's down. We're starting at the right hip, moving through our upper body, not our hips. A way to do that is to pull your left heel to your right knee. Exhale up towards your left shoulder, back down. You can do this body weight, just mimic where my hands are going, but with nothing in them. We have 10 per side. Keep pulling your left heel to your right knee. That's gonna create that zipper feeling through the middle of your torso, through your pelvis, because now we are stabilizing your hips that we just did. We just opened for the first bit. Now we wanna close it up, stabilize it. I'm gonna do one more. I have no idea where I am. Other side for 10. So because my left knee is down, left hip to right shoulder. Before you start, pull your right heel to your left knee. Big exhale to right shoulder. For 10, do this body weight, just mimic where my hands are going. You don't need to add weight to anything. Stay super tall and keep zipping up through the middle of your body. Pull that right heel to your left knee. All right, we're gonna stand up. Again, you don't need weight if you don't want it. We have squats. So if you do have a weight, we are pulling it to your chest. But one really cool thing about a forearm plank is that it mimics where your arms are in a squat. So we have that weight at your chest. This is the same position as your forearm plank that you just had and held for 30 seconds. You wanna get that feeling through your torso, zip it up through the midline of your body. Point your toes out if you have tighter hip flexors like I did. Hopefully this feels better than the first time. Sitting that bum below your knees, standing all the way up for 10. Big exhale as you stand up and push the floor away. Okay, safely put that weight down if you had weight. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So forearm plank to start off with. A lot of times, let's start it and then I'll chat. Okay, so get the tension in your elbows towards your legs and then kick your legs back 30 seconds from here. And you're squeezing those heels behind you, pulling your head in front of you, zipping up through your torso, your midline, all the way from your ankles to your nose. A lot of times people are either really tight through their hips and can't squat or don't feel good squatting, or their body doesn't know how to connect their core to their squat. So they just need to turn their core on, which is what your forearm plank and your wood chops are doing too. 1. Awesome job, everybody. Wood chops. 10 per side, body weight, or you grab that box of soup. Really important to connect the core is to pull your front heel to your back knee. Big exhale. Hips don't move, but your middle back and upwards can rotate with you. All right, other side for 10. So because everyone's gonna be so different, I didn't want to do just mobility for your hips for your squats, because some people might just need that core connection and then they're feeling good through their squats, or just feeling better in general. Mind to muscle helps stabilize you a little bit better. You feel better through the rest of your day. Or maybe after this, you're going for a run or you're going for a hike. So again, hopefully you just feel better post Feel Good Saturday. Okay, squats. Up to your chest. Think of how your forearm plank felt. Sitting your bum below your knees. Press forward to stand up. Don't let your knees fall inside of your big toes. All right, one more time, everybody. 30-second forearm plank. So hopefully you can start feeling that kind of here to here, just zipping up. Hips feel good and stable. All right, 30 seconds. We're going now. Pull those elbows to your toes. Pull your heels behind you to the wall behind you, and we're breathing. Keep reaching your head forward, so don't do this when you're doing a plank. Look in front or near your hands or your fingertips. Keep zipping up, so you're zipping from your heels all the way to your nose. 3, 2, 1. Wood chops. Pull your front heel to your back knee. Big exhale. 10 per side. Stabilizing through those hips and your midline, pelvis. Woo. Other side. So my right knee is down. I'm pulling my left heel to my right knee, getting super tall over that right knee. Big exhale. Rotating through your mid back and shoulders. All right. Third set of your squats. We're making these the best yet. Connect that core stability, that zipping up feeling from your feet up to your nose. 10 squats. Last time. Big inhale, big exhale up. Knees stay outside of those big toes. All right, so super fast, but the goal is to feel good. The goal is to move better than you did before you started. And even though we open up and maybe we get space, get mobility, we gotta keep it in that new space that it created through your joints. So that's where the forearm plank, the wood chops And then squats. We gotta pattern what we're trying to learn. We're gonna retest. Retest again. Seems like a lot, but this is a really true indication of how your body is moving, how it's feeling, if it's feeling better. My hips feel way better. And I'm not just saying that because that was the goal. I feel way, way better. Knee grabs, 2 per side. Way better than before. So for me, I kind of need both mobility and stability. I have pretty poor mind to muscle connection. So it's really important to do those things like the wood chops, like the forearm planks, to build that mind to muscle up. It's really bright, I can hardly see. But if you have any questions, fly at it right now. You got a couple minutes before I jump off of here. Now is the time of where you're gonna go do maybe that harder workout or that hike or that run, because your body has opened up, it is stabilized, and it is hopefully feeling better than when you started however long ago. What time is it now? 23 minutes. 20-minute thing to hopefully make you feel better for when you jump off of here. If you're joining for Workout to Conquer Cancer, you got your, what date is it? 23rd. Movement in, maybe you go on for the rest of your day. Oh, really can't see anything. Yeah, any questions? Feel free. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Everybody on here, I hope you have a super, super wonderful day. Jump back on at the beginning. Do the Feel Good Saturday if you're just jumping on now. Hopefully your hips and your core, maybe your back even, feels a little bit better than when you started. Have a super, super great Saturday, whatever you are getting up to. We will see you tomorrow. Kids workout. Not so easy. We will see ya.